Alright, let's try this again. Yo, what's up, Vanquishers? We got a deck spotlight for you today. It's your boy Raskin. That's right, he's available on Tabletop Simulator. Get in there and go play with him. But before you do, we're reviewing the deck, seeing what cards we got, seeing what type of synergy we got going on, and so you can get to know the cards before you get in there to vanquish your enemy. Let's riff into the video. Here we finally have Raskin on Tabletop Simulator. Finally. It's alright. These guys have been working day in, day out after their 9-to-5 jobs. I mean, just look at Tabletop Simulator. Look at this. The fire, the dark, ice. I mean, what other game on Tabletop Simulator has this? Anyways, we're here for Raskin. We're going to review this deck here. We got the booster pack over here. Let's go ahead and take these cards out, see what we got. Already see we have the Grenade Dark class. All these class grenades do the same amount of damage. The only difference would be the V-trigger. The grenade, roll a single die, 4, 5, or 6, add 1 kinetic damage to the enemy. The proximity mine, you place the card face down, deal 2 dark damage when your hero has been targeted. And the dark damage can either double or not work at all. In this case, dark is resistance against dark, so that would not do anything. But the V trigger is where you want it to do. Any damage with this grenade curses the enemies and allows you to choose and discard a card from their hand and exile it. So whether you play this as just a regular grenade or a proximity mine, this V trigger ability will activate. The Dark Energy mod. Just like all the other mods, it adds the shield damage, and you attach this mod to any weapon. All shield damage with this weapon is now dark damage. So again, any weapon that has this attached to it deals dark damage for 3, and it's doubled if you're weak against it. Dark Energy Shift. It's for Dark class. It's an attack ability. Curse the enemy for 2 turns and exile a card from your enemy's discard pile. Search for a card in your exile pile and place it at the top of your deck. Okay. So pretty much you can exile the same card and get energy for it over and over and over. Alright. That's what we got in the booster pack here. Nice. Now, let's see what we got in the deck. Raskin Starter Deck. Of course, we're going to have Raskin himself, which is just looking beastly. Anyways. Raskin is Dark class from Order 0. He is a Sentinel hero. Like how that rhymed. He is standing tall at 26 life points, 14 shield, and 12 defense. He wields ranged weapons and melee weapons. He has 5 shield rejuvenation and 6 V-trigger cost. When he V-triggers, he will +1 shield and +2 for his defense. You know what time it is? It's V-trigger time. Oof. Just look at that purple glow. So like we said, he gets 1 shield and 2 defense. Now Raskin's V-triggered, so he gets to use the V-trigger ability. At the beginning of your turn, choose a card from your exile pile and activate it. Take 2 life damage. every single turn once you're activated, you can play a card for free at the cost of 2 life damage. Your choice. Let's take a look at his hero weapon, the Parallax. Targets for 9, 2 shield damage, 4 kinetic damage. It's an auto rifle. And the first ability is Dark Shade. After damaging the enemy takes 1 card from their discard pile and exiles it. The second ability, Parallax Scope. Choose to turn this weapon's shield damage into targeting. So you take that 2 shield damage and add it onto the targeting for 11 targeting. That pretty much will hit almost every single time, which becomes dangerous once you get into Void, which is the V-trigger ability. After damaging the enemy, randomly pick a card from their exile pile. Deal the storage energy cost as kinetic damage. This synergizes with the Dark Shade for taking a card from the discard pile and putting it into the exile pile, dealing massive damage with little to no targeting. And like we said, Raskin is from the Dark class. Attached to your hero, take ×2 light energy damage, is weak to light, and remove 2 dark energy damage, resistance to dark. Raskin versus Raskin doesn't do much. The light class is not out yet, so at this moment in time, Raskin might be the guy to play. Ooh, final outcome for Sentinel. Raskin is a Sentinel hero. To support, play this card face up. Take 5 life damage, add 5 kinetic damage to each weapon you have activated until the end of your turn. If you target successfully on all 3 of your weapons, with the final outcome alone before any of the other damage your weapons do, this adds 15 damage. Definitely a final outcome here. I'm looking forward to be playing with this. I'm gonna add 4 into my deck right away for sure. Sentinel rounds. To support, be attached to your weapon. Attach this card to any of your activated ranged weapons. Add 1 kinetic damage and 1 energy damage. You can see it there at the bottom, so once you attach it, you can see what it adds to your weapon. I like this. Pretty sure you can only have 4 of these in your deck. You can't stack them like regular kinetic ammo. So it's not overpowered, which is good. We need to add some Glacier. Superior Strength. It's a Vitality, so it attaches to your hero. Add 10 life points. Okay, this could be good for being able to take those 5 life points away to add the 5 kinetic damage to your weapons. The hero ability for Raskin is take 2 life points to be able to take a card from your exile pile and activate it. So this could also help with that. But be careful, because if your enemy plays this support to remove your vitality, you lose 10. And it's not the 10 that you added, it's any 10. So if you're low, you lose 10, you could possibly get wiped out because of it. So just be mindful, watch how much life you take away from yourself. Atonement Energy. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a Rift. Rifts stay in play for the rest of the game once you activate it. Play this card face up. At the start of your turn, while Atonement Energy is activated, your hero takes 1 life damage and draws a card. So again, this could help synergize with Superior Strength, the card we just saw where it adds 10 life points. But again, like I said, be careful, because once this is activated, you have to use it every single time. But the benefit is Without being V-triggered, you get 2 cards drawn, and when you're V-triggered, you get 3 cards drawn. But be mindful of where your life points are at all times. Energy Barricade. It's a trap card. Play this card face down. After your hero has been targeted, add 2 defense for you and your allies for 2 turns. Okay. I might have to play Veil with someone who's playing Raskin to play this card and get 14 defense on Veil, which would be pretty nice. I like it. We get 2 of these. Nice. Advanced Targeting. This is support. Play this card face up. Add 2 targeting to all your activated ranged weapons for 2 turns. So Assassins, I believe, have a card just like this. I want to say it's Advanced Targeting, but I'm not sure. But it's the exact same. You also get 2 of these. Tactical Advantage. We've seen this one before. To support, choose one of your enemy's activated weapons with the cost of 4 or greater. Destroy 1 ammunition or energy cartridge from the weapon and then draw a card. You know, I've seen this card. I haven't really played much into it, but after reading this and really thinking about it, this could be very beneficial if you tried to save it for late game, because by that time your enemy and you, of course, has probably gone through all your ammunition, either exiling it or putting it down onto your weapon. So if you're able to use 4 of these late game and take away 4 ammunitions on your enemy, they could possibly not even be able to target you with those weapons. Rejuvenate. It's a vitality. Attached to your hero. When activated, add 1 energy shield recovery. So using this with Raskin, he's sitting at 5. Adding this to him, you'll be able to recover by 6 at the cost of 1 storage energy before each turn. Reinforced Shield. A vitality also attaching to your hero removes 2 shield damage. So every time you get hit, just minus 2 shield damage and could help you win the game. We got the classic Kinetic Grenade, dealing 1 shield damage, 2 AoE, which is another game mode, not now, and 3 kinetic with the ability Grenade, of course. Rolling a single die, 4, 5, or 6, add 1 kinetic damage to the enemy. Just your basic grenade, that's all. Could chip damage though, if you got 4 of these. Trust. Oh, the Phalanx. The good old Phalanx. Got 7 targeting, 3 kinetic, and the piercing rounds, which is very helpful, ignoring any armor resistance. If your enemy has that armor attached and you have this, all damage goes straight through that armor. Doesn't touch it. And Turbine. Destroy 1 storage energy point from the enemy immediately once activated. Being able to play just 1 of these could set your enemy back behind you heavily. Play 4 of them, detrimental. And Warsmith. Attach any 2 ranged mods to this weapon at 0 cost. If you're playing this, save your mods until you're V-triggered, and then you can put 2 of them straight down, get up to 10, 12 targeting, and be able to target your enemy for nothing, and possibly hit for more kinetic because the mods deal more damage as well. The Orion. Targeting for 5 and dealing 3 kinetic damage. And we got rapid targeting. If you miss your target the first time, target him again. Who knows, you might hit him the second time or miss him again. The Revo. 5 targeting, 0 kinetic. What? Why would you want to play this? Wait a minute, we got the revolving rounds. Come on. If you damage the target enemy by rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, add that to your kinetic damage. So you roll both dice. Both dice add up. The difference from 5 to your enemy's defense. You hit them. Then take the number of the red dice. Whatever number that is the kinetic damage you deal to your enemy. You could do 1, you could do 6. But 6 kinetic damage for a handgun? That's excellent. The beta. This gun's still in testing, so just bear with us. Targeting for 6, doing 2 kinetic damage. If your target enemy has a melee weapon activated, add 2 to your targeting value to target for 8. Got 2 of those. The vacancy. The vacancy. The vacancy. Targeting for 6, doing 3 kinetic damage, and if you're V-triggered, it does a killing 1 life damage to the head. Chip away at that life points as soon as possible. Shoot. Get this back over here. You can see that. Get these ammos out of the way. You don't need those. Okay, so that was the starter deck for Raskin. I really do like it. It looks like it has a lot of synergy dealing with the exile and taking away your life, which is the Sentinels. Definitely excited to play it and get to know it like the back of my hand. Out of these cards, which are the new ones from not being in these other decks here, I'm liking them, and I want to say this one is my favorite. The Final Outcome. I like the art on it, nice and bright. He's using the distraction in Old Faithful, and that shoulder gun. Listen, that's got to be coming, right? That you got to be able to place that down and attach to your hero. It's like a bazooka or a cannon or something. It's gotta be coming. Gotta be. So just let me know what you guys think of the deck. Do you like it? Do you want to play it? What's your favorite card? And let me know if you want to play. I should be available at 9 o'clock EST every night to play. Just hit me up in the Discord and let me know, and I'll hop on. We can either play with a webcam and physical cards or the print and play. If you go to VanquishersTCG.com and register on the site, go to print and play. You can print out your own set for Veil and Solaris, I believe is up there right now. Let me know. We'll get a webcam set up and we'll go on the Discord and we'll play. Or we can play on Tabletop Simulator. Vanquishers out.